Okay. When somebody calls me a mark, I have to Google that. I always have to Google what a mark is because I think I can comfortably say we all are marks for the most part because we enjoy wrestling. And everyone marks out on whatever they enjoy. If you like video games, you're a mark. If you like anime, you're a mark. If you love football and basketball, you're a mark and you mark out for it, right? You cheer for your favorites and you boo people you don't like. You get into the product, real or fake, and you enjoy it. Then a smark is someone who's like going beyond the real and they want to get into like the meat and bones of the wrestling business. I tend to not want to do that. Like I will watch a prime example. Last week, Monday, wasn't Raw taped? Yes, it was taped. And I made a point not to see spoilers because I wanted to see this new to my eyes, even though it's taped and y'all had spoilers. That's me marking, okay? Now, if I was a smark, I would have went, got the spoilers, and then watched the show and been pissed all the way off. Now, I was pissed off natural because I watched the show and avoided spoilers. So I wouldn't consider myself a smark. But yes, I guess I am a mark. We all are. I have a wrestling podcast, and people come and we have a nice community in the comments, and we talk and enjoy wrestling, and I get ideas from you guys, and you guys talk back and forth, and that is what I hone. I hone that. I want that to be healthy. Every now and then I get a heckler, but I like this heckler. I'm not even gonna call him a heckler. I like this guy. This was under Not Really a Raw Review 10. Shout out to Laurentez Moore, 3313. So if you hear this, Laurentez, just go have a conversation. He said, I'm sorry, but I can't take you seriously reviewing this show, which was Raw. All you content creators are trying to sound smart talking about wrestling, but it's not coming off as mark behavior. But it's coming off as mark behavior. Yes, I am a mark. If by definition I enjoy the product, I am a mark. We all are. I don't consider myself a schmark because I'm not sitting here going through the moves, breaking it down, technical, and all that other shit. I'm telling you why I can't keep my eyes open during Raw. And it's just 2 hours. So I did tell him, if you don't like it, you don't like what I'm saying, you can leave. Like, I don't like the show. And we had a nice back and forth. He said, well, he didn't say I didn't have to like the show. He was just a voice of his opinion. And he said, I feel this way about most content creators, not just you. So that's cool. I said, that's cool. But the trying to sound smart part is where you talking shit to me. Like, I am knowledgeable about pro wrestling and what I like. And again, we're all marks. It's fun. This is just fun for me. It's a hobby. I like talking shit. It's fun. We all like getting in the comments talking shit. And if it moves you to comment, that's what makes it fun. So he did say you have a point. And I just think more fans are becoming bookers. This is where the interesting part is. He said, I think more fans are becoming bookers. And it's just that I'm kind of old school. I don't take that seriously. Raw, for example, I did take into consideration was taped. So I wasn't really bothered by it. The stories are already there. And I said, yes, I'm fantasy booking. Aren't we all? There is something. You want to see your wrestlers do certain things, and you can watch the show and say, if they did it this way, this would probably pop more this way. Or if they're doing something stupid, like the perpetual dumb babyface who, instead of wrestling, they hanging out the ring talking to somebody ain't got nothing to do with it, and then they get rolled up. Stuff like that is obsolete. That shouldn't even be used in 2024. Just because you're a babyface don't mean you have to be a fucking idiot, right? And that's something I don't like. And it's been used since I've been watching wrestling since I was 6 years old. 5, 6 years old, okay? So, I told him that there's nothing wrong with that. We all having fun. And, overall, sometimes he thinks fans goes overboard with the critiques. So I want to ask you guys in the comments, if you made it this far, do you think fans put too much pressure on the wrestling promotions? Do we go overboard with the critiques? Because, I mean, if we don't say something, how would they know if we like it or not? It's bad enough that triple thumbs, and if anybody wants to know why I call him triple thumbs, I'm about to tell you now. He literally lurks on the internet and takes those internet smarks, those are the smarks, and brings that shit back to TV for us marks, and we have to deal with it. I don't want to hear what Schmarks got to say on the internet. The internet's not real. You need to be catering to the people in the audience. But somebody also made a good point that now pro wrestling doesn't have to cater to the people in the audience because they already got their money. They got the munions. They got the Netflix deal. They got the Warner Brothers deal. They got the deal wherever, TNA and all the deals. Everybody's settled down. They got the deals. The money's flowing. Now they have to cater to the stockholders and the stakeholders. And when you got to cater to the stakeholder, the product will decline. This is what happened when WWF went public. He no longer could just book for himself. He has to book for the stakeholders. Okay? TKO has stakeholders and stuff. Warner Brothers has stakeholders for AEW. He can no longer just be booking to make his dick hard. They have to book to make sure that these stakeholders get their return. And that is what's going to decline the product. That is what's going to cause the price gouging because you got to get the return. That's all companies care about is the return to the stakeholders at the sacrifice of the consumer. And I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen. This is what we're about to do. So, yes, I do critique the product because I would like to think that they're trying to cater to me. And, more and more as I watch wrestling as an adult, I see that it's very difficult for them to cater to a black woman in her 40s. Like, I'm a demographic that is in the margins like a mother, okay? They're trying to cater to 18 to 45 or 18 to 35-year-old boys, specifically white boys, males. I'm way on the other side of the spectrum, child. It's very difficult to cater to me, and I'm trying to enjoy the steak. Okay? That person likes rare steak. I prefer medium well done to, a little bit of pink. Okay? You got to cater to me too. And if I'm telling you, listen, you're doing this to these people and I don't like that, and I'm a paying customer. I take my son to the shows. I buy your merch, your overpriced fucking merchandise. Can you at least give me a little something? Can you throw me a bone too? That's all I'm asking. Throw me a bone. Throw us black women who been watching the product since we was young, who now got children and families. Throw us a little bit of bone so we can enjoy it too. It goes for video games too. I'm not the target demographic, and I try to get my wiggle my way out there so people can see me and say, oh, there's more of her. I didn't know black women in their 40s like wrestling like that. Let me see if I could throw her a bone. That's all. So I guess I don't know if that's a little rant or just me thinking about what this guy wrote about the over critiquing of the product. So if you made it this far, tell me what you think.